The dream of owning your own helicopter was out of reach for decades, until now. 2026 is witnessing an unprecedented ultralight helicopter boom, and the numbers don't lie. Sales are up 200%, prices are more affordable than ever, and suddenly everyday people can take to the skies for the cost of a mid-range SUV. What triggered this revolution? New technologies, simplified licensing, and innovative designs have created an entirely new category of aircraft. Our number one pick? A helicopter that's autonomous, electric, and costs less than most luxury sedans. Buckle up! Number 7. Mosquito XE. Starting our list is the Mosquito XE, the helicopter that kickstarted the ultralight revolution. For just $32,000, you're getting an open-frame design that strips aviation down to its purest form. This isn't about luxury. This is about the raw thrill of flight. The Mosquito XE cruises at 65 miles per hour with a range of 96 miles. Powered by a 60-horsepower engine, this single-seater weighs just 242 pounds empty. That's lighter than most motorcycles, which is exactly why it qualifies as an ultralight and requires no pilot's license in many jurisdictions. The open cockpit design means you're feeling every gust of wind, hearing every sound of the rotors above you. It's visceral and intimate. The Mosquito XE proved that ultralight helicopters didn't need to be expensive or intimidating. It democratized vertical flight, and it's still selling strong because it delivers on one simple promise: affordable flight for everyone. Coming up, helicopters with turbine engines for $50,000 and one that's fully autonomous with no pilot required. Number 6. Helicycle. Number 6 brings us the Helicycle, and this is where things get interesting. Priced around $55,000, the Helicycle uses a turbine engine. Yes, a real jet turbine in an ultralight package. That's the kind of engineering that makes aviation enthusiasts lose their minds. The turbine engine produces 150 horsepower and burns jet fuel or diesel, giving it operational flexibility that piston engines can't match. It cruises at 85 miles per hour with a range of 150 miles. Turbines are mechanically simpler than piston engines, meaning less maintenance, better reliability, and smoother operation. In 2026, as turbine technology trickles down from commercial aviation, the Helicycle represents the future of small rotorcraft. It's remarkably quiet for a helicopter, which matters as noise regulations tighten worldwide. For pilots who want cutting-edge technology without breaking the bank, the Helicycle is proving why turbines are taking over the ultralight market. Number 5. Safari 400. At number 5, the Safari 400 comes in at $68,000 and targets the practical pilot who needs utility over flash. This is the pickup truck of ultralight helicopters, designed for work, built to last, and surprisingly capable. The Safari 400 features a side-by-side two-seat configuration with a cruise speed of 90 miles per hour and a range of 220 miles. The 127 horsepower engine provides genuine payload capacity. You can actually carry cargo, equipment, or supplies. What's making the Safari 400 explode in popularity this year is the rise of rural property ownership. Wealthy urbanites buying ranches, vineyards, and remote retreats need practical transportation. It can land in clearings barely larger than a tennis court, transport materials to construction sites, or commute from a remote property to civilization. For the 2026 buyer who views a helicopter as a tool rather than a toy, the Safari 400 is the obvious choice. Before we get to the top 4, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more amazing videos exploring the world of aviation. We've covered the entry points, but the top 4 represent where this industry is heading. All right, let's keep going. Number 4. Denali H3 EVO. Breaking into our top 4 is the Denali H3 EVO at $85,000, and this Belgian beauty represents the new generation of ultralight helicopters designed for the 2026 market. This isn't a kit. It's a factory-built certified aircraft with modern systems throughout. The H3 EVO seats 2 in side-by-side configuration and cruises at 90 miles per hour with a range of 250 miles. The 135 horsepower engine uses electronic fuel injection, providing reliable starting and better fuel efficiency. The glass cockpit with digital displays looks like something from a jet, not an ultralight. What makes the H3 Evo significant in 2026 is that it represents the professionalization of the ultralight market. Early ultralight helicopters were experimental machines for daredevils. The H3 Evo is a real helicopter that happens to be affordable. It meets European certification standards, features redundant safety systems, and includes modern conveniences like heated seats and advanced avionics. As the regulatory environment evolves and insurance companies demand higher safety standards, the H3 Evo is positioned perfectly to capture mainstream buyers who want ultralight economics with conventional helicopter safety. Number 3. Mosquito Air. Number 3 brings us back to the Mosquito family, but the Air model at $42,000 represents a radical rethinking of what ultralight helicopters can be. While the XE embraced open-air flying, the Air adds an enclosed cabin without sacrificing simplicity and affordability. The Mosquito Air cruises at 70 miles per hour with a range of 120 miles. The 62 horsepower engine keeps operating costs incredibly low. We're talking about $15 per flight hour, which is less than driving a car. The enclosed cabin means you can fly in weather that would ground an open cockpit machine. The genius of the Mosquito Air in 2026 is its positioning as the everyday helicopter. It's not trying to compete with expensive certified helicopters. Instead, it offers basic point-to-point transportation at costs that finally make sense for regular people. As urban congestion worsens and remote work enables people to live farther from cities, the Mosquito Air provides a practical solution. Commute by air for less than a luxury car payment. That value proposition is resonating powerfully with buyers this year. And topping our list are 2 helicopters that represent the electric autonomous future, arriving right now in 2026. Number 2, Revolution Mini 500. At number 2, the Revolution Mini 500 comes in at $75,000 and delivers what many consider the perfect balance of capability, cost, and practicality. This single-seat helicopter has been refined over decades, and the 2026 model incorporates lessons learned from thousands of flight hours worldwide. The Mini 500 cruises at 80 miles per hour with a range of 140 miles. The 60 horsepower engine sips fuel while delivering reliable performance. But what really sets the Mini 500 apart is its handling characteristics. This helicopter is forgiving, predictable, and stable. Exactly what you want when you're learning to fly. The Mini 500's explosion in popularity this year stems from its role as the training helicopter for the ultralight boom. As thousands of new pilots enter the market, they need safe, affordable machines to build experience. Flight schools are buying them in bulk. The extensive support network and available parts mean you're never stuck when issues arise. For 2026 buyers who prioritize reliability and community support, the Mini 500 is the smart choice. Number 1, Jetson 1. And here it is, the number 1 helicopter transforming aviation in 2026, the Jetson 1 at $92,000. This isn't just another ultralight helicopter. This is the first commercially available autonomous electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft designed for personal use. And it's rewriting every assumption about how helicopters work. The Jetson 1 is fully electric, powered by 8 independent motors driving 8 propellers. It cruises at 63 miles per hour with a range of 20 miles. And before you dismiss that range, understand this. 20 miles covers 90% of urban and suburban trips. Your commute to work, your flight to the airport. The Jetson 1 makes all of it possible without burning a single drop of fuel. But here's what makes it revolutionary: autonomous flight. You don't need a pilot's license. You don't need extensive training. The Jetson 1 handles navigation, obstacle avoidance, and landing automatically. You input your destination, and the aircraft takes you there. The safety systems are unlike anything in aviation history. 8 independent motors mean multiple redundancies. Lose 1 or even 2 motors, and you keep flying. The ballistic parachute deploys automatically if systems detect a critical failure. Every flight is monitored in real time, and the aircraft won't take off if conditions are unsafe. What's driving demand through the roof is the realization that this isn't science fiction. This is transportation you can order today. The Jetson 1 represents the future of urban mobility arriving in 2026. This is how we'll be flying in 5 years, in 10 years. The helicopter industry will never be the same. Which helicopter impressed you most? The open-air Mosquito, the turbine helicycle, or the autonomous Jetson 1? Drop a comment below. And for more aviation content, click here to discover the cheapest private jets money can buy. See you there.